Well, you guys, we finally have a look at the gift with purchase for the $1,000 LEGO Star Wars Ultimate Collector Series Death Star. And this thing might be the worst LEGO Star Wars gift with purchase of all time. It is absolutely brutal. It is the 40771 TIE Fighter with Imperial Hangar Rack. You get it as the gift with purchase with the UCS Death Star starting on October 1st, 2025. It comes with 236 pieces and 3 minifigs, which, on paper sounds great. A TIE pilot and 2 stormtroopers. But when you just look at what you're getting, there's a shot here of it actually in the Death Star with the hangar rack attached, hanging in the hangar, obviously. It is just the lamest, dumbest gift with purchase I think that LEGO could have possibly have done for this Death Star. I'm not sure what I expected with the build for a Death Star that was going to be included that would actually fit inside of it, especially seeing what the Death Star was going to look like ahead of its reveal. But it looks almost worse than a 4+ build for it. It looks like the 75237 TIE Fighter attack, but that TIE Fighter almost looked better. I don't know. It just looks so comical sitting in a set like that. And when you're building a set like this, a big diorama set for collectors, even the Imperial Shuttle a little bit looks odd to me, and I'm not totally sure how much I love that being included in there, because just the proportions and everything, it doesn't quite work. Although at least the Imperial Shuttle looks like at the scale they did a really good job in making it look as good as it does. But this TIE Fighter looks so silly. It looks so dumb. And in all honesty, this TIE Fighter, the ability to hang it in the hangar up in the actual rack, the 2 additional stormtroopers and the TIE pilot, this all should have been included in this Death Star for your money. I do not think this was the time at all for LEGO to think, okay, for gift with purchase, let's make something that really should have been included in this set for the price point to begin with, an optional just a display in the Death Star. No, we're going to make that the gift with purchase instead of doing something really cool, really unique, something that everyone sees and goes, wow, look at that. I have to run into the LEGO store and make sure I buy this set day one to guarantee that I get this gift with purchase. And instead, they just went with the lamest one they could think of, something that just should be included in the set for your money. It is so bad. I'm now considering, do I even want to pick this set up? Especially at release, like there is no desire on my end at all to pick up this gift with purchase because it is so bad looking. I don't even think I'd want to display this TIE Fighter in the Death Star if I actually end up buying it and reviewing it, because it just looks so bad. The only thing that would make me want to do it is just to be like, look, I have it. It was the gift with purchase and I own it, to display that fact that I own it, not because I think it looks good or that it's cool or anything remotely like that. There are just so many cooler ideas for promo sets that LEGO could have done for this Death Star. Even the Luke's lightsaber based on Return of the Jedi that we got with the UCS Jabba sail barge last year, 2024, I think is infinitely cooler than the one we are getting for the Death Star. And Jabba's sail barge was half the price. Like, it's crazy. They could have even done Darth Vader's lightsaber, and it would have been, on kind of theme with some of these lightsaber promos we've been getting, and it would have been way cooler. And then just include the TIE Fighter for $1,000. Just include the TIE Fighter, the pilot, and 2 extra stormtroopers. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. Another one that I think would be cool is just doing an actual larger hot tub kind of mini diorama with a couple of hot tub stormtroopers, and instead of including them within the set, for example, include just a larger diorama that you can display beside it or something that then has multiple of those hot tub stormtroopers and really does a nod to the video games. That would have been really cool, and I think people would have gone, they just would have been more excited to have had something like that. Even something based on like Rogue One, something from the prequels like Episode 2, even with Count Dooku giving Sidious the Death Star plans. You could have Poggle the Lesser there. Something just cool and unique that actually makes you want to go out and buy the set, not something that is lame and should have been included in this set for your money. This easily, in my opinion, is the worst gift with purchase set we have gotten in a very long time, and could very well be the worst gift with purchase all time, especially considering that this set costs $1,000 and is supposed to be kind of the ultimate LEGO Star Wars set. Even with the 2023 May 4th promo set in the Death Star 2, this little displayable Death Star that I still have yet to open up and build, is cooler than the TIE Fighter. And if LEGO had enough foresight to maybe even think, oh, we're debating building this Death Star diorama set in 2025, maybe we should save a Death Star 2 actual little displayed promo, because that could maybe be cool to be paired alongside with as a gift with purchase. Who knows, right? I'm just throwing ideas out there of things that I just think would be cooler than this TIE fighter, and it's not hard to come up with something that would be cooler than this, because there is no coolness factor to me about this at all. There is nothing that makes me want to run out and make sure I get the set day one, wait like 2 hours in line at the Lego store on October 1st to guarantee that I get this promo, because it's all just stuff that should have been included, and then even then it's not that cool. So this is just hugely disappointing, and with how controversial this Death Star set is, Lego did themselves no favors at all in then making this the actual gift with purchase. Even with the 2 play scale kind of Death Star Ultimate Collector Series Death Stars that they made, the Vader's TIE Fighters looked better than this. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I don't know. For my money at this point, I think I could get a lot of cooler retired sets for the money and review them on the channel than getting this. That's kind of where I'm at. That gift with purchase was kind of the last bit of hope I had to maybe, think it would be worth going and picking this up. And I'm not even surprised that Lego's charging what they're charging for the set. I made a whole video kind of talking about my stance on it. But even then, I was still on the fence, like, do I really want to go and buy this thing day one? Now I'm just kind of like, I'm in no rush to really get it. I'll probably get it eventually as a completionist, but it's just super disappointing. And when I saw Ryan, M&R Productions, he was the first one who kind of showcased this and talked about it, I just couldn't believe it. I had to watch his TikTok video a couple of times thinking, like, is this for real? This is really what Lego is giving us? And yeah, absolutely crazy. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you think it's the worst gift with purchase of all time? Or is there anything that you think is worse than this? I'd be curious to hear, because I genuinely, I think everything else that Lego has made, at least within the past 5 years, easily, has been way better than this. As always, you guys, my name is Justin, and I'll see you guys on the next Lego Star Wars video, hopefully a funner one to talk about on Obi-Wan Studios.